Right. So our next topic is actually very related to our first topic, which is that Wesley Snipes has some advice to Mahershala Ali. Yeah. And it is, try not to get hurt. Well, this comes to us via IndieWire, reputable source again. So Ali has big shoes to fill as the Marvel Cinematic Universe's day-walking vampire slayer. How can it just say daywalker?
Yeah.
Oh, see. Yeah. Wesley Snipes made the Marvel Cinematic Universe's favorite vampire slayer an iconic comic character in 3 Blade films between 1998 and 2004. Next up to assume the position is 2-time Academy Award winner, I love hearing that, Mahershala Ali in an upcoming Marvel Studios film directed by Mogul Mowgli filmmaker Bassam Tariq. Naturally, during press duties for his new Netflix miniseries True Story, Snipes had fielded questions about the future of Blade, and in an interview with Yahoo Movies, Snipes revealed the advice he gave to Ali once the latter was cast. Yeah, and he's quoted, "We spoke, we shared that the issue of him being cast wasn't between us, that business. I'm cool with it. I don't walk around as Blade, so I'm not attached to the character like that, I feel no emotional loss, zero. And I'm happy that he's been cast, and more than likely he'll do a great job," Snipes said. He told Ali to make sure you're in shape, man. Make sure you're in shape. Try not to get hurt. That's big. The demands of action movies, you've got to be an elite athlete and be well conditioned to survive it and avoid injury and enjoy it while it lasts. Ali was instrumental in tapping Pen 15 Emmy nominee Stacey Ossie Kafour for the Blade script, making her, as you said earlier, making her the MCU's first ever black female screenwriter. Wow. Tariq and Ossie Kafour have a big box in which to play. With its lack of canon, Blade is a more mutable IP. Yeah, I won't read the rest.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Damien.
Let me go to you, Damien. What do you make of what Wesley said in that interview?
I'm probably going to be a bit controversial here, because I love Wesley Snipes.
Please be controversial.
But please don't take out into account that before Mahershala was cast, all over his Twitter page, all over his Instagram, he was talking to the nines about his relationship with Netflix, how he could do a Blade series, how he couldn't wait to come back and do it. And when you think of Snipes, as amazing as an actor as he is, the thing he's known for is putting on those glasses and whipping out that sword. That is what, like, when you talk about iconic moments of film, we've done a review of it already. You guys know what we think about the film.
Yeah.
It's definitely in my top 5. It's to say that I think he's been extremely diplomatically kind by saying that he doesn't have an issue, or he has no feelings towards it at all. Because he's got to be sitting there thinking, like, if I was in the MCU universe, what you get to play with? Like I would, I'd be sitting there thinking, like, oh man, how much could I have done having that budget and that movement to it? So like, I think he's been really kind of like, he's holding himself back, and he's being very, very nice to everyone in his comments. So I respect him a hell of a lot for doing that.
Yeah.
Because I'd probably come back and say, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to be in the MCU universe, but he's done his bit. He's a claim for it. So, but at the same time, saying to Mahershala Ali, be in shape, he's looking out for him. Because you have to be in athletic condition to do these roles. It's as simple as that. Yeah. I mean, you've only got to look at what, Chris Hemsworth does now as Thor when he's doing, he's cross-training and the rest of it.
It's competition. He's competition ready and athletic at the same time.
He doesn't, He's all, And
again, I think that's why we haven't seen Mahershala Ali, apart from obviously with the trailers coming out, we just
Swan Song.
For Swan Song.
Yeah.
Bar Swan Song.
Yeah.
We've not really heard from him.
Yeah.
And there's not much on him in Swan Song, He's not very chicken and broccoli.
Which is why I wonder when they shot that movie. I'd be interested to know when they shot it. Because it makes me feel like it was probably done
over a year ago.
Yeah.
Over a year ago. So he's had a year to even, They ain't started yet.
No, they haven't started photography yet because they're still casting. So it's
Yeah.
So
he's got a lot of time.
I know what he's doing.
I think before I go to you, Leon, me and Damien we actually had a conversation about this today, and I think we both agreed that even if he's not going to get quite muscular, we can say we can allow that if his martial arts skills are on point. Because you got to remember, Wesley Snipes was a master martial artist. Blade in the comics is a master martial artist, and Wesley was able to portray that masterfully in all the films, including the third one, which wasn't great. So I even though I want to see him muscular, as we saw Wesley Snipes in his films, he wasn't overly muscular.
No.
So I think we would you say that you, even though you'd like to see him in shape, you want to see him more skillful? Would you say that?
I would say that. But what I would say is, I believe they're working intensely with him.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, and knowing, you can see the kind of integrity that guy has, and he takes his film seriously.
Oh yeah.
Not everyone's going to do Swan Song and this and that, and he chooses his roles as well.
Yeah,
and he does very meaningful things.
Yeah.
So he didn't just take Blade like my man took Luke Cage.
No. Well, he actually went up to Feige and said, "I want to do Blade." Yeah. And Feige said, "Well, he's a 2-time Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
I have to say yes.
How can I not? How can I not?"
He actually, I think with Luke Cage, either he asked to be written out of it or he didn't fight to be kept in because he was shooting Moonlight at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's like,
that's
this project, I'm putting a lot of time, because he was shooting literally during the week he was doing Moonlight, the weekend, or the other way, Moonlight was at the weekend.
Oh, is that when it was happening?
Exactly at the same time. So he'd literally drive, shoot Luke Cage during the week, drive back at the weekend, shoot Moonlight.
Too much, isn't it?
And he was saying when they
some people got too much, we ain't got enough. When
they killed off his character, he was like, I'm cool with it.
Which was way premature.
When they killed him,
it just went down.
I was devastated. I was devastated because I loved this character.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what he was going to do, how he was going to chief up Luke a little bit and whatnot. Yeah. And I think it was just because he was such a great actor. Yeah. He made me find the endearing qualities within that character and things that could resonate with me.
Yeah.
And I felt no real allegiance to Luke Cage. Usually I'm always for the hero. Yeah. We're all for the hero, really.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel it.
No.
Yeah.
But so going back to what we're talking about is I know he's up in the mountains, like so to speak.
With the monks,
he's up in the mountains because he's not going to embarrass himself. He's not going to embarrass himself, and they might even be starting some sort of choreography or whatever now. So even if he's not going to be a martial artist. Because Wesley is a martial artist first. But he can be built for the film.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think
if I gave you a year and you knew nothing of fighting, I've got a year to make you on screen great.
And I think
without cheating you.
I think that's a similar. Just to put in something. I think it's very similar what you say to what they did with Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther.
And the person that helped them get ready is who I think they should tap, or hopefully they have tapped to get ready for this, because Marius Crump is an amazing martial artist. And he's
I'm on his Instagram all the time.
So it's I have total faith that he's gonna deliver. I just and he's gonna look the part. You just know his face. You just know he's gonna get that trim. He's gonna get the way.
He's got that look already.
He's got the look already.
He has.
Who else would you cast? Who else is out there right now?
The moment he has that bit in Alita Battle Angel where he's in the car and the door's shut and he's wearing the shades, I paused and I went,
"That's Blade.
Ooh,
that's Blade." Yeah.
Just for that 1 second, I was like,
There's no one else. There's no one else ready or seasoned.
Yeah. And what you've got to take into account, which I think you have already, because you've already pretty much said it, is he's got to be ready. Whoever plays it has got to be ready and seasoned. Yeah. Because the person who's played this part already was seasoned. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a fantastic. I mean, taking the martial arts away for a minute, he is a serious actor, Wesley Snipes, and people forget that. He is a serious, really good actor. You only have to go and watch Mo Better Blues, Jungle Fever, You know, things.
Even He's My Girl.
Yeah.
When him, Patrick Swayze, and I think it was Guy Pearce. No, not Guy Pearce.
No.
Are you thinking?
No, that's not. No.
Tu Fong
Woo. When they were dressed as women.
That one. Oh, that's the film.
Which I didn't really enjoy as much.
No,
but he was still good in it.
He was good.
He was still good in it.
No, but what I'm saying is the variety. He's actually done it all.
Oh yeah.
He's done the gangster. He's done meaningful roles. Yeah. He's done action roles. Yeah. He's done it all.
Yeah. He's done it. He's done the comic stuff with the Eddie and both films of Eddie.
Yeah, the Demolition Man, which is comedy, action, straight action. He's done it all.
Before Denzel did Training Day, and this is no disrespect to Denzel, because his performance in Training Day is one of the film. Not the film so much be performance, but what he did in New Jack City was the first time you had a gangster villain where you connected with him because he brung layers to it. He brought layers to it.
Nino Brown.
I think everyone at that time wanted to be Nino Brown.
I wanted to be Nino.
Everyone at that time wanted to
Damien
be Nino
to be
Brown.
Rock. One of the junkies.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I mean, I echo what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think to Damien's point, I think Wesley Snipes, yes, he because before they cast Mahershala, that's all he was going on about.
Yeah.
And that's true. So he must feel some kind of way that he didn't get the
Of course he
He
does.
was saying Daywalker clique every
Yeah,
single
exactly.
Yeah.
But I do know for a fact that he gets on with Mahershala. He actually gets. They're actually quite friendly.
Yeah,
you know
why
what I mean?
wouldn't he?
So they're quite. So he has to temper that disappointment.
Yeah.
You know,
being happy for his friend.
Being happy for his friend.
And not only that, remember Wesley's he's not massive in Hollywood at the moment, and I think his behavior is just trying to show a little bit of growth, because the old Wesley would have said "fuck all of you."
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, he would have. He would have. The old Wesley. As a younger man.
Yeah. Probably when he was hot.
Yeah, when he was hot. 25, 26, 30, 35.
Yeah,
Wesley's not having none of it, but now he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I've got to move on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's next, but I've got to move on.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of that as well.
Yeah, and he's trying to show some growth as well.
Yeah.
Because who knows what the next big thing is?
You never know.
Wesley's young enough to do actually any role right now.
Yeah.
I know he's a bigger man.
And he hasn't aged as well as some have. He hasn't aged
as bad as some have.
That's true as well. But I feel like he's given good advice to Mahershala, because let's get it right. You do have to train like you're an elite athlete.
Yeah.
For any of these action movies, especially Marvel movies. If you're not looking right and you can't do certain things on that set, they're getting rid of
the camera can't
become like Danny Rand.
Yeah, there you go. The guy who played Iron Fist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect. Well, that wasn't cast by Marvel Studios, thank God. So that was done by Netflix. So we won't put Marvel to blame for that one. But that's a perfect example. You know what I mean? I would even go as far as to say, even though I like the guy, Michael Coulter could have been in better shape.
Yeah.
But there you go. But yeah, so I think he's given them very good advice, especially it being a martial arts orientated film. He's most likely is going to get hurt, and not being a martial artist even more so.
And I think after Shang-Chi, they need to, the next film has to up its game choreography wise.
Yeah,
and I think they know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's great advice.
Big boots to fill.
It's very big boots to fill, because there's a massive contingent of people who still want to see Wesley Snipes as Blade, and this is why I don't.
I would love to see Wesley Snipes.
I would still love to see him as Blade. He's just so iconic for me as that character.
Appear in the next Spider-Man movie, man.
Or do a multiverse with him and Mahershala, like you're gonna do with Spider-Man. But I echo what he says. I think we all do. So, what do you think about what Wesley Snipes said? Do you think that he was right to give that advice? Do you think he shouldn't? Do you think he should just butt out of it?
Do you think he's pretending? He's being fake? He's not being real? Do you think that, or do you not care?
Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
Brutal.